excitement of All-Star Weekend in a brand new event in my career, All-Star Takeover presented by State Farm. Head over to the event center all weekend long, get transported to the court in LA, and earn double rep and prizes. All of the players in this event will be taking over.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Toronto Raptors. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. And we have an interconference rivalry here tonight, Doris. Bragging rights on the line.
BA, for you and I, there's nothing better than when there's a little distaste between the two teams. You can feel the tension in the crowd right now.
So Brooklyn wins the tip. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. Inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Mann. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Thomas outside from deep. Drops in the 3.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Toronto passing it around. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Dimon. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Oh, Pirtle, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Now here's Mann. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Outside Dick. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic. But listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry. Shams, thank you. Here's Dimon. Toronto making their last shot. An open look for Porter, and the Nets miss again.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And Toronto calls time here. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for R.J. Barrett.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit.
I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Outside man, pass to Dimon. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And here's Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. On the wing man. Pass to Porter. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Back to Barnes. Got it. Barnes has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Thomas with the ball. Now Quickly defending. Here's Mann. Fires from deep. Barnes with the rebound.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
It gets the bucket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Claxton. Doesn't go that time. Pirtle with some nice D. Here's Dick. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Here's Dimon. 10 points in his last outing. Outside man. Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. Clock at 6. The shot to stop the run. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Claxton is always around the bucket. No surprise, he gets to the offensive window and makes good use of it.
Here's Quickly, and he drives in, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nick Claxton.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, we've got some games behind us now, Doris, and at this point of the season, what has caught your attention so far?
I mean, for me, BA, it's always about what players have made the leap. Which ones have refined their games by the hard work they put in the offseason. And for me, boy, a number of guys have really taken big steps.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Brooklyn calls timeout. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Taking a look at defensive metrics, these are the guys who continue to block shots at a high rate. Jakob Pirtle on top.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Here's Dimon doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Here's Porter. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A talented shooter like Porter has no trouble with the mid-range. He makes it look almost easy.
And that one's good. Quickly.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Thomas. And it's Quickly. That time on the assist by Barnes. Quickly's got 6. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Toronto leading by 12. Barnes drives in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cams to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Thomas. Over Dick. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got his second basket of the game.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. For the Raptors. First one falls for him.
Because of the shooter Grady Dick is, obviously you want to try to get him to the free throw line as much as possible.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Clowney, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Porter Jr. Williams is checked in for Mann. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. Toronto also changing it up. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Barrett comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Brown in for Quickly. Here's Mamukelashvili. Yep, that one goes. And the Raptors lead by 16.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Dimon, guarded by Dick. Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. Dimon's got his second bucket on the night.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
It's good on the putback.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And so here is Toronto following the bucket by Brooklyn for three. Barrett, good. And Brown gets the assist.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Williams. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Wilson. And the basket is good.
You gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Barnes. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. So the Nets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Mobo's checked in. Dick against Johnson. Dick, the pass to Brown. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by Johnson.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
No good. Toronto leading by 17. Down low. Here's Brown. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Martin. Johnson on the wing. All alone. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Toronto, things stacking up nicely for them so far. Number one in their conference and looking formidable. And of course, there's the Nets, pretty far behind right now.
Well, right now for Toronto, I love how they've been probably the biggest surprise this season. They have managed to exceed everyone's expectations.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Toronto. Pass to Williams. Here's Wilson. 6 to shoot. That one's wide left.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. Barrett's got 6.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Martin takes it in. Count the basket. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. from 12 feet. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Toronto leading by 18. For three, Barrett. Wilson grabs the board.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Johnson. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Dick again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And some changes here for the Raptors. Abaji's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And it's Walter in for Dick. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
That's impressive ball handling from the veteran, Bruce Brown. I mean, this ability to create off the bounce, wow.
Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. This one for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Raptors out in front, just dominating this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter, we've got Brandon Ingram. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Walter, and it's Abaji in at the power forward position. It's Johnson with a drive, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Here's Ingram, and it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got 10.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Williams. Second chance shot. Abaji with a rebound.
Boy, you'd like him to finish a little stronger there.
Pass to quickly. Toronto passing it around. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Cam Thomas.
Well, when it comes to his offensive production, he's shown constant growth. He's taken on more responsibility and has increased his scoring numbers year after year.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Here's Walter. Brooklyn pulls it in. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Now, here's Williams. Back to Johnson. From downtown. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. Over to the wing. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Porter. Walter can't get it to go. Nets trail by 18. Puts it up from 17. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Clean shot by Porter. He gets ahead of the coverage and doesn't hesitate at all.
Walter from outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, read the floor. You kick it out to the open shooter. It's a simple game.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points for him last game against Miami. Porter with it, now quickly defending, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Man, he's checked in for Williams. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Abaji. Porter hits them both.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Here's Barnes. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
You can see the confidence in that jumper building and building for Scotty Barnes.
Destined to be a basketball player. Jacoby Walter was named to be in the league.
BA, how about this? His first name is a combination of Jordan for Michael Jordan and Kobe for the great Kobe Bryant. His parents couldn't decide, so why not combine them? I love that.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Thomas has got the ball here for the Nets. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Demon. And the Nets miss again. Toronto leading by 21. Here's Walter. Here he goes. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the bucket by the Raptors. Thomas misses. Toronto's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Mann. Claxton passes to Mann, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
You take a look at Dick. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Mama Kelishvili checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Walter. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Cam Thomas is not one to be afraid to take heavily contested shots, and he's had the ability to make them.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Into the lane. Here's Demon.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Team foul. And out the line.
First free throw is good.
Demon.
And he can't hit the second.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Dick against Thomas. On the take, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. How special a finish was that? Go ahead, Cam Thomas.
Ingram controls the rebound and the putback. Ingram's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Demon. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Here's Quickly. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Quickly's got 10 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Pass to Quickly. And here's Dick. Toronto passing it around. Now Quickly. He's got 10. Buries it from 3. 13 points in the game.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Here's Demon, guarded by Quickly. Pass to Thomas. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, Grady Dick having a major impact here. He's been aggressive since the outset.
Now Thomas. Rejected by Barnes. And they're able to recover. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Emmanuel Quickly in a rhythm right now, and he is absolutely a tough cover.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Claxton up top. Outside man. Take it away. Here comes Toronto on the push. Basket counts. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Deflected. Barnes passes to Quickly. Outside for Ingram. Fires for 3. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
And for the Nets, they're shooting just under 40% from the field. Thomas against Quickly. Here's Demit to halt the run. And Claxton with the lay-in. Claxton's got 8.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And he makes it.
There's Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Here's Dimon. 9 points in the game. On the wing man. Launches a 3. Barnes with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. Dick against Thomas. Pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Barnes.
Man, good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game, and he can't get the first one. So both teams making some changes here. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
To play. Second quarter.
Martin against Quickly. From 13. Martin misses. It's been all Raptors. For 3, Barrett. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Martin, the pass to Wilson. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Barrett. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
I'll tell you, you better have a tight, confident handle if you're going to make that move. Go ahead, R.J.
A minute 4 left to play in the first half. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Martin. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Brooklyn making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. The 3, Barrett. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Wilson to the middle. That's tipped. Here's Abaji going inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Raptors running away with this one. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what'd you see out there?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench. These guys deliver.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. And it's Mann in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Knocks down the long J. Barrett's got 19 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Thomas outside. And the shot goes down.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Barrett finds Pirtle. The three from Barnes. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mann. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Mann's got his 2nd basket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Guys, you can tell Scotty Barnes is locked in on the offensive end, and now he's found a rhythm, and there is no backing down.
Pass to Thomas. And that one's good. Thomas has got 15.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Here's Barrett. Here's Dick. Off the mark there with a 3. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's Demon driving inside. Here's Porter. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. He's got 10.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Pass to Mann. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it. And since we have a second, let's take a glance at which shooting guards have shot the ball the best from the line over the last month. You take a look at Dick, topping the chart with his efficiency. And, of course, Bruce Brown.
And these guys are all assertive. They're willing to step up and take shots when their names are called. And this is what separates them from all the rest.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And the Raptors making a change here. Quickly's checked in. And that one misses. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind, and that's put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
On the wing, Mann, covered by Ingram. Mann, the pass to Claxton. Yep, that one's good. Claxton's got 10.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Now here's Mann, covered by Ingram. Pass to Claxton. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Dick. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Thomas. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You have to love how aggressive Cam Thomas is on the offensive end. He has such a knack for putting defenders in compromising positions.
First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. They'll grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Williams is checked in for Mann.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
The Nets have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. Pass to Porter. Unloads from 13. And he drops that one in. 12 points for him.
Yeah, what a move by Porter Jr. Great ball handler for his size.
Quickly outside. Fires the 3. Williams grabs the board.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Dimon, guarded by Quickly. Dimon, that's good.
Well, this guy's job is to crash the offensive glass, and he does it at a high level.
Barnes in the post. Porter's there. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Dick. Dick's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Williams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Mamukelashvili's checked in. Here's Johnson. Toronto making their last shot. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. For three, Dick, that's good. Dick's got 20.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Johnson passes to Thomas. They get the rebound. Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. For Brooklyn, Clowney comes in for Claxton, and Wilson is subbed in for Porter Jr. The Raptors also with a sub. Brown, he's checked in for Dick. And Brooklyn with possession here. Thomas misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
Johnson inside, guarded by Quickly. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 8 points. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. It's Barnes on the wing. Fires the three. And again, Toronto with a triple. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Johnson. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Mamukelashvili's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Brian, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Williams against Ingram. There's the three. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Outside Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Quickly against Johnson. And that one's good. Quickly's got 20.
That's the handles of Emmanuel Quickly on display. This guy is so good with the ball in his hands.
Thomas passes to Williams. Pass to Clowney. His first shot attempt. And the shot goes. Here's Quickly. 20 points for him. Barnes passes to Quickly. Now here's Ingram. Takes the three. And it's Thomas with the rebound. To the inside. Williams. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 19.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Quickly finds Barnes. The three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Johnson. Here's Wilson. And he gets that one. Wilson's got 6.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Here's Quickly. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
Here's Johnson, and the layup falls. He's got 13.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
Brown can't hit.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Wilson. Counted from distance.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Here's Johnson. 13 points in the game. Outside, Williams. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points this quarter. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Well, when we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. Brandon Ingram is second. Fourth, R.J. Barrett.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Toronto also changing it up. Mobo, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Abaji comes in for Barnes. And Barrett subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Basket's good. Wilson's got 11 points.
Well, pretty pass by Cam Thomas there. That's a facet of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Pass to Quickly. Now Barrett. Thomas defends. And there's Barrett on the assist by Quickly. Barrett's got 22.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Abaji. Quickly outside. Driving to the basket. It's deflected. Here's Thomas. And the layup is good off the glass. Thomas has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Out to the wing. Kick out to Brown. Up in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Powell with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Walter, and it's Murray Boyles in at power forward. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Powell surveying the D. Pass to Council. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction. It's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
And it's the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Walter can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Abaji. The three is up. Powell pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Can't get it to fall. For Toronto, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Walter, good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And there it is for him.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Inside, here's Murray Boyles from 20 feet. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Walters has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Here's Council. Agbaji with a rebound. Agbaji's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Martin takes it in. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
You see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Here's Walter. And it's Martin with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Clowney. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Mobo. Lays it up and banks it in. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Martin outside. He got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen. With the drive, and it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Demon, he's checked in for Powell.
Next, Demon.
Martin outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Mobo takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Mobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
The Raptors have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter, and the shot goes in.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Here's Dimon. Another shot. Mobo with a rebound. To the left wing. Here's Dimon. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Pass to Wolf. Lots of room. Chalk up 2 there. Wolf's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Murray Boyles. And that one drops for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Brooklyn shooting just 37% since the fourth quarter got started. Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Toronto passing it around. Right wing. Here's Murray Boyles. And the layup is good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Dimon. Oh, he tries a 3. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Council. And a strong finish with two hands.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And for Toronto, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. And it's in there. Lobo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Now here's Martin. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
To their benefit, they've cut down on the miscues here in the second half.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Council. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Lawson. Walter from outside. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Washington Wizards.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
Pass to Dimon. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Dimon. He's guarded by Barnes, and it's Dimon missing.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And the basket by Abaji.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Now here's Claxton. Here's Wilson. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First team foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Johnson, he's checked in for Clowney. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Mamukelashvili. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
First team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Sandro Mamukelashvili. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for the Nets, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Pass to Claxton. Here's Wilson. Back to Claxton. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
If you look at a shot chart of Nick Claxton, it's going to be painted heavy right there.
And a nice finish on the layup. Barnes has got 15 points in just the second half.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
That one goes in.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Pass to Mobo. Kicks it out to Barnes. Walter from outside. The offensive rebound.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Here's Dimon. And here's Martin from the arc. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. launches it. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Brandon Ingram.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Here's Walter. Count that bucket.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Demon, that's good.
Demon.
Here's Barnes. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he knocks down the first one.
Scotty Barnes, shooting 2.
Both free throws good from Barnes. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.